You're not free. You're a brainwashed slave, too dumb to see the chains. They shove lies down your throat from birth, making you chase cash, clout, and crap that leaves you empty. The system's a rigged game. Greedy elites stack billions while you're crushed under debt and a soul-sucking job. Wake up. You're not alive. You're their zombie, stumbling on a leash dipped in your own blood. Prepare yourself, because what I'm about to reveal will shatter everything you've ever believed. They told you this is a golden age of humanity, progress, technology, freedom. But what if I told you it's all a grotesque, soul-crushing lie? What if the world you worship as advanced is a gilded cage and the truth has been buried beneath layers of distraction, greed, and control, screaming for you to notice it? Buckle up, because you're about to uncover the greatest deception of modern society, a conspiracy so vast, so insidious, it's woven into the fabric of your every breath. And the kicker? It's been hiding in plain sight since the day you were born. You've been taught to see this world as a pinnacle of existence. Smartphones in every hand, endless entertainment at your fingertips, a society that celebrates connection and achievement. But peel back the curtain and what do you find? A machine, a cold, relentless machine you didn't build, didn't choose, but were born into, a system so perfectly designed to enslave you that you thank it for your chains. From the cradle, they molded you. They didn't teach you to question. They taught you to conform. School wasn't about unlocking your mind. It was about breaking it, taming it, turning you into a compliant little worker bee. Rows of desks, bells ringing like Pavlov's dogs, a curriculum that drills obedience into your bones while starving your soul of wonder. Did you know that by age 6, a child's natural curiosity, asking why 1,000 times, starts to fade under the weight of this conditioning? By the time you're an adult, you've been rewired to accept not a challenge. And work? Don't get me started. It's not purpose, it's plunder. You're not living for meaning. You're laboring for someone else's profit. The average person spends 90,000 hours, 1/3 of their life, at a job, most of which they hate, chasing a paycheck to survive a system that demands more the second you earn it. They dangle success in front of you like a carrot on a stick. Promotions, raises, a bigger house, but it's a mirage. The finish line moves every time you get close. Ever wonder why? Because the system doesn't want you satisfied. A satisfied person stops running. A satisfied person stops buying. A satisfied person is useless to the machine. But it's worse than that. They don't just own your body. They've hijacked your mind. You think you're free because you can choose between 50 brands of toothpaste? That's not freedom. That's a distraction. The real prison is invisible, forged from the thoughts you've been fed since birth. Society tells you what to desire: a perfect body, a shiny car, an Instagram-worthy life. It tells you what to fear: failure, rejection, obscurity. It tells you what to chase: money, status, likes. And you obey, not because you want to, but because you don't know there's another way. Psychologists call this social engineering, the deliberate shaping of your behavior through subtle cues and rewards. Look at advertising. $600 billion spent globally each year to convince you you're not enough. Not without their product. And it works. You chase, you buy, you chase again, all while the system laughs. Now, let's talk about the so-called connection they've sold you. You got 1,000 friends on Facebook, 500 followers on X, a phone that pings every 5 seconds. Yet you've never felt more isolated. Social media isn't a bridge. It's a moat. It's infinite mirrors reflecting a polished, fake version of yourself back at you. But there's no depth, no soul. You're not connecting, you're performing. Studies show loneliness has tripled since the 1980s, despite us being more connected than ever. Why? Because real connection takes time, vulnerability, silence. Things the digital age has annihilated. Instead, you get dopamine hits, little shots of validation from a like, a retweet, a comment, keeping you hooked like a lab rat pressing a lever. The average person spends 145 minutes a day on social media, scrolling through a void calling it relaxation. But it's not rest, it's escape. Escape from the quiet where your real self lives. The self they don't want you to meet. Distraction is their greatest weapon. Knowledge is everywhere. Google knows all, right? But wisdom? That's dead. Buried. You're drowning in trivia. Headlines, hot takes. But when was the last time you sat with a single, profound thought? The system doesn't want you to think deeply because a shallow mind is a controllable one. Ever heard of digital amnesia? It's real. Studies from the University of California found that constant information overload, texts, emails, notifications, shrinks your ability to focus, to reason, to remember. You're not smarter with that phone in your hand. You're weaker. Your attention's been chopped into 10-second chunks, auctioned off to the highest bidder. A distracted mind doesn't rebel. It nods. It swipes. It obeys. And then there's the engine of it all, your emptiness. The system runs on your hunger. You work to buy. You buy to feel. You feel empty, so you work harder. It's a loop, a perfect diabolical loop. Consumerism isn't about meeting needs. It's about creating them. Every billboard, every ad, every influencer whispering, "You need this," is a calculated strike at your contentment. They sell you a future self, thinner, richer, happier, but it's a ghost. You reach for it, and it vanishes. In 2022, Americans spent $11 trillion on consumer goods, more than ever before. Yet happiness levels haven't budged since the 1950s. Why? Because stuff doesn't fill the void, it widens it. The global fashion industry alone pumps out 100 billion garments a year, most ending up in landfills, while you're guilted into keeping up. This isn't progress. It's plunder. You're not living. You're being eaten alive, one purchase at a time. But the deepest cut, they've stolen the sacred. You were born with a spark, a hunger for wonder, for meaning, for something bigger than yourself. They snuffed it out and handed you a profile, a screen, a to-do list. You were made to gaze at stars and ask, why? But they gave you Netflix uncertainty. You were built for communion, real, raw, soul to soul. But they swapped it for emojis and algorithms. Modern life didn't just kill God. It killed the God-sized hole in you, the one that demands awe, mystery, depth. Look around. We're the richest society in history, yet anxiety disorders have soared 1,200% since the 1970s. Depression among teens has doubled in a decade. Why? Because we've traded being for doing, wonder for Wi-Fi, presence for productivity. The soul doesn't thrive on busyness. It starves. And a starved soul is exactly what they want. Too weak to fight, too tired to question. So what's the secret they're terrified you'll discover? The point of life isn't to win their game. It's to see through it. The truth is a Molotov cocktail. Once it ignites, you can't unsee it. That 9 to 5 grind, it's a cage. Your packed calendar, shackles. The ladder you're climbing, it leads to a cliff. You weren't born to be a drone, buzzing through life half asleep, half alive. That ache in your chest, that nagging there's gotta be more, that's not weakness. That's your spirit roaring, clawing to break free from the slavery they've dressed up as normal. The system fears nothing more than you waking up, because an awake soul is a wildfire, uncontainable, unstoppable, divine. History proves it. Every time someone dared to pierce the veil, the machine trembled. Socrates questioned Athens' sacred cows. They poisoned him. Jesus flipped tables and called out the hypocrites. They crucified him. Gandhi saw through colonial lies. They shot him. Truth tellers don't die because they're wrong. They die because they're right. The system can't handle a mind that sees. And you're next in line. That emptiness you feel isn't a flaw. It's a signal. A holy rebellion brewing inside you, begging you to remember who you were before they told you who to be. A child of the infinite, not a servant to grind. So here's the reckoning, the God-level revelation they've buried under 1,000 layers of noise. You don't have to play their game. You could keep scrolling, keep pretending this hamster wheel is life. Or you could stop right now and ask the question that cracks the universe open. What if they lied to me? What if everything I've chased, success, stuff, status, is a trap? What if the purpose isn't to conquer their world, but to escape it? Because the system isn't broken. It's a masterpiece of control. Every cog, every lever, every ad, every app is doing exactly what it's meant to, keeping you asleep. But your awakening, that's the glitch they can't fix. That's the divine spark they can't extinguish. You're not powerless. You've just been dreaming. And the moment you open your eyes, their whole illusion crumbles. Here's a forbidden wisdom. The sacred playbook to reclaim your soul. Question everything. Start with the air you breathe. Is this your dream or theirs? Dig into your beliefs. Where they come from. The average person accepts 80% of what they're told without a second thought. Be the exception. Embrace the void. Silence isn't empty, it's electric. Spend 10 minutes a day with no screens, no noise, just you and your thoughts. Studies show mindfulness slashes stress by 30% and rewires your brain for clarity. The system hates stillness because it's where truth lives. Reject the script. Why are you here? Not to pay bills and die. Define your purpose. Your real one, not the one they handed you. Only 25% of people feel their life has meaning. Join them. Chase depth, not data. Read a book, a real one, not a tweet. Talk to someone face to face, not through a screen. Deep thought is your superpower, the system's kryptonite. Guard your attention like gold. It's not just time, it's your life force. Cut your screen time by half. Studies say it'll boost your happiness 20% in a week. They don't own you unless you let them. Live lean. Want less, need less. Minimalism isn't just trendy. It's liberation. The less you own, the less owns you. In Japan, monks live with 100 items or fewer and report unshakable peace. Seek the eternal. You're not a machine. You're a miracle. Meditate, pray. Stare at the sky. Find what's bigger than this mess. Every spiritual tradition says the same thing. Truth isn't out there. It's in you. This is the greatest deception of modern society. They convince you you're small, helpless, a speck in their grand design. But you're not. You're a force, a God-level, universe-shaking force. And the second you realize it, their house of cards burns to the ground. They've feared this moment since the beginning. A world of awake souls, eyes blazing, hearts thundering, tearing down a lie with every step. The truth isn't just power, it's a supernova. And it's yours right now if you dare to claim it. Wake up, the divine is waiting. If you're still watching till now, congratulations. You're among the 1%. I have something powerful for you. Sigma's Black Book of Untouchable Power. It's an ebook that contains a forbidden secret knowledge that will turn you into the man others fear and respect. Warning, this will be deleted soon. The elite don't want you to see this. Grab it in the description section or pin comment below. See you in the next one.